everybody, and welcome to Technically Correct. We're Geeks Who Drink, and here's how this all works. In this first round, our director AJ will give us some questions from the Geeks Who Drink archives. We panelists will have 2 minutes to debate and then finally choose an answer for the group. At the end of the 2 minutes, we'll decide on our final answer, and AJ will tell us if we are right. Lather, rinse, repeat. If you're watching this live, we're watching the chat. Please chime in if you have anything witty or interesting to say about the question. But whatever you do, please don't shout out the answers. That's kind of embarrassing. Before we get started, let's meet our panel. Back this week from North Carolina, it's Lea.
Hello, everybody. I don't know what Chic Spy Day is, but apparently today is today. Yeah, it's today.
Lea got a new haircut, so it's Chic Spy Day for Lea's haircut. From Seattle, it's Pio.
Hello, everyone. I would ask the panel to please say hello to my mother, who's probably watching tomorrow, but say hi anyway.
Hi, Pio's mom. And thank goodness he's back from Chicago. It's youth correspondent Naaim.
This is where the klaxons go off.
Nice. Naaim, did you survive yesterday without your Insta talk?
No, I had the talk. I just didn't have the Insta. You know, it's funny, actually. A lot of my job is posting on Facebook and Instagram. So it was actually not a great day.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Did they dock your pay?
Yeah. No, we just had to go out and make content to post later.
Just had to write on poster boards and run down the street.
Yeah. Go buy a car, please.
Well, without further ado, AJ, what's our first question?
Our first question of the evening, Nicole. Lil Wayne is way too young to have tried Bonaparte's ribs, a 19th century brand of what candy?
Oh, Napoleon had candy? I would not eat Napoleon's candy. That's for sure.
Isn't he one of those people whose candy got preserved? According to legend, I don't know. There are every so often there are dead people whose body parts get stored for generations. For I have no idea what reason, and I feel like Napoleon might have been one of them.
Like a reliquary?
No, not his bones. His boner.
Jesus.
Oh,
I felt like Lea saying boner took real effort.
It really does feel like that's what happened.
Yeah. We are off the rails immediately.
I guess that's what happens when you take someone to Napoleon's candy shop.
She gets a haircut. She's a whole new person.
Right.
I mean, you got Einstein's brain and somebody. I don't know. Anyway,
Walt Disney's frozen head.
Somebody's making a Frankenstein's monster.
Well,
somewhere.
Einstein's brain was stolen, right? Wasn't that part of that? That's actual history, right? That some pathologist or someone actually stole parts of his brains, if I recall. But I don't think anyone turned it into a candy. I certainly hope not.
Before I saw candy at the end of this question, I was like, "Is it purple drink?" But
I truly, yeah. Before I saw candy, I had no idea where it was going.
Yes, the 19th century variation of purple drink.
I mean, that's what he's known for. There is a song that's quite explicit by Lil Wayne.
Say it. Let's hear it.
I'll only sing the not explicit. No, that's the other guy.
Oh no, that's 50 Cent, isn't it?
It's 50 Cent. How dare you?
Lea already said
Sorry.
boner, so we are out of the harbor.
Well, it is similar because there's an analogy. He talks about lollipops.
Now that's also in the 50 Cent song. So, and what could that mean? What's so saucy about that, Nicole? That doesn't make any sense. All right.
All right, team. What do we think it is?
I mean,
that sounded good to me.
I feel like lollipop as well.
Yeah. It's not Napoleon's dick, so let's go with lollipop.
It's Napoleon's lollipop.
Napoleon's lollipop.
It is Napoleon's lollipop.
Also known as a sucker.
Oh, it's full of arsenic. They think he might have been poisoned by arsenic wallpaper, right? If I recall.
Who wasn't poisoned by wallpaper back in the day?
Yeah, that was basically everyone. It was either the coal dust in the lung, or it was arsenic wallpaper.
Oh, that sounds like a very class-based death.
Yeah,
like-
or war. How about that? Or the
Also
For the
Yeah.
proletariat.
Yeah.
Or pneumonia.
Oh,
That
that
was-
one. That one would have been class-free, I think.
Mhm.
That's for everyone. The great
Pneumonia,
equalizer.
yeah, exactly.
We're in a pandemic. This joke's not funny yet. AJ, can we have another question?
Your next question, Nicole.
Just Nicole. All right. Bye.
Oh, I helped on the last one. Don't ask me again.
It's gonna be a movie question. It's gonna be like, oh no,
What video
who are the
game?
three amigos?
Well, this
I
one
have
this
no
one
idea.
might actually be in Nicole's wheelhouse. Bicycle Day celebrates Albert Hoffman's first intentional trip on what drug that he discovered?
Drugs and bikes. It's totally Nicole's wheelhouse. Let's hear.
I don't know what you're saying about me.
I'm saying that bookcase back there is just full of drugs.
Well, there are so many of them. How do we narrow them down?
What I like in this question is that I want to hear the story of is intentional trip.
Right. Like what happened before then?
That might be a hint.
Whoops. Whoops, I did heroin. Whoops, how did this happen? Oh, whoa.
Okay, but like heroin is old AF, so I don't
Yeah.
think he discovered it. That was like
Right.
in the Bible.
Right. And
Yeah.
magic mushrooms have always
And on the
been
eighth
around,
day,
but-
God created heroin
Yeah, and bicycles, right?
and bicycles.
So you don't, I mean, you can certainly accidentally trip on a shroom, but chances are he wouldn't have discovered.
What I
Psilocybin seems old.
what I think is interesting, and because I find him a rather brilliant actor, but Sacha Baron Cohen played Abby Hoffman, and I had no idea. I saw the trailer for the Chicago 7
Trial
or
of the
whatever.
Chicago 7.
Trial of
Yeah,
Chicago
and I look at
7.
it's like, oh wow, that whoever's playing Abby Hoffman's doing a great job. I'm like, it's Borat. What?
He's
He's actually
he
quite
did
good.
an
Yeah, he
amazing
is.
job.
He
Mhm.
did
Yeah.
an amazing job.
Right.
He
Yeah.
has the
remember when-
range.
Right. Remember when maybe not all of us are old enough for this, but remember when Jim Carrey did Truman Show, and it was like the first time that he'd done something that wasn't totally wacky and moving his face around and everything. It's kind of like that.
And
That was like right after the
These guys
mask.
have range. Yeah,
Was he on-
exactly.
Yeah.
Was he on acid as well?
Who
Oh, are we
knows?
going with LSD?
I think we
assume
should go
it's
with
Probably
LSD.
LSD.
Because probably before he just touched it and was like, whoa.
Whoops. I don't think it doesn't really occur natural in nature. So it's like he
Mm-mm.
wasn't like wandering through the
Has to be
forest. And went,
discovered.
oh, what's that? Boop. And then
Well, I feel
What a
someone
day.
discovered
Boop.
mushrooms.
That is now how you do those. Boop.
that's how you do acid, I believe.
That's how you do acid.
Geeks who drink. We don't do drugs. At least not on
We don't
camera.
even know how to do drugs.
Yeah.
No,
We
Save
don't
us some.
understand.
if I had the chance, I would do a acid. Yes, just a
Just the one acid.
one acid, please.
What is your answer?
Theo, what's our answer? One acid?
One acid, I believe.
One acid. LSD or acid is correct.
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one
Yeah.
per bicycle day. One acid.
I've heard that it lasts for a while. So you might
Yeah,
only-
a friend of mine definitely dropped acid one night thinking he'd be fine to work the next afternoon. And he was still coming down from it when he went to work at a different theater than he normally worked at that day.
Was it Jose?
It was not Jose.
Wait, so did he was he because they were tripping, did they go to the wrong theater by accident?
No. He was scheduled to
Okay.
work at a
All
different theater, like just to cover there, but for the first time, and he just showed up, and it was like, all right, I haven't eaten anything in like 20 hours because I couldn't.
Now I feel
the walls are melting. Oh, welcome to the Truman Show, please.
Yeah,
Theater-
right?
Theater 2.
Naim, every time you bring up your friend, the one friend that you have, I feel that he has the most interesting life, and I want to get to know him better.
This one was not Jose. This was a different guy. In fact, the guy I went to the Motion Soundtrack concert with. That's
More
neither here
fun
nor
to
there.
think. It's more fun to think that
That I
it's
have
the same
one friend who's
person
just
every
had
Well,
a lot of stuff happen in their life.
Well, I think we should all do that so that every single thing that anyone that you've ever known has done is all loaded up on this one person. Yeah,
One aggregate
imagine
friend.
that one exactly.
All right. Everybody think about your one friend as we go into the next question. AJ, what do you got for us?
Submitted by Naim's friend, our next question is... The earthquake-proof wood foundations of a Japanese hotel inspired John Wright to invent what toy?
Earthquake-proof foundations of a hotel. What toy? It was the board game Crossfire, I believe.
Can you explain the plot of that for us?
The plot of the board game Crossfire.
Hey, you know what? Board games have plot. Pandemic has a
They
plot.
don't plots.
It's true. As a board game enthusiast, yes, there are plenty of games with plots. I believe Crossfire.
Betrayal on the House on the Hill. Plot.
Plot. Yeah, it's called the movie Cabin in the Woods. Anyway,
True. Facts.
what would an earthquake foundation? I mean,
Well, it's sure not Legos,
yeah.
not Jenga.
Are you sure?
No, I thought it was Jenga.
Yeah, I would think that it is Jenga, right?
My first thought was also Jenga, but
Interesting.
I feel like Jenga's not earthquake proof.
No,
But like that's the
very
point
unlikely.
is that it's not.
I wonder if like the way that you build the bricks, the blocks, is how like that hotel was structured, perhaps. But, like, what else could it be then? You know,
My thought was Lincoln Logs.
Yeah. So
That's
John Wright,
good.
I
Okay.
believe, is related to Frank Lloyd Wright, and I feel like I've heard that Frank Lloyd Wright had some association with Lincoln Logs. So I don't know the
Lincoln
details.
Logs, like
This
because
is just
the way that Lincoln Logs go into each other, like it's a very sturdy
Yeah.
foundation.
Makes sense.
Right.
And I'm sure that Japanese hotel was called the Lincoln, right? That's
Yeah,
this wasn't
Well-
appropriation at all, right?
Well, they're linking logs, and I would guess that now I'm totally making stuff up, but wouldn't it be cool if they actually changed the word to, Lincoln as in Abraham Lincoln in order to make the log cabin?
It's actually LINKIN as in Lincoln Park. It's Lincoln
Linking.
Park Logs.
Lincoln Park Logs.
Stole that
So-
one from the chat, but yeah.
Okay. So my vote is for Lincoln Logs.
I thought those were older than that, and I'm not going to concur, but you guys can go with it. I still think it's Jenga.
But it
Also
says, but it
because the
says
name is
toy.
Japanese.
Yes, it does just say toy and not game.
It says toy, not game. It's my fault for driving us down and talking about a board.
oh.
It does say toy, and board games are not toys. They are serious business.
Lea, I'm going to let you be the final answer.
Okay, then I hope that it is not Jenga. I hope that it's Lincoln Logs.
Oh, Jenga was wrong. It is Lincoln Logs.
Oh. And
Our
of course-
producer in the chat
yeah.
telling us that John Wright is the second son of Frank Lloyd Wright, and his real name was Frank Lincoln Wright, and that's why they're called Lincoln Logs.
Oh, so
okay.
we stole the idea from a Japanese hotel and named it after himself. That's cool.
No, he named after his dad.
Oh, he named it after his dad. That's cool.
Sounds pretty American. Yeah. I feel embarrassed because I thought you guys were wrong, but I was wrong. So I want
would've
another
been a-
question, please.
It's been a really fun one for technically incorrect, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. AJ, what do we got next?
Your next question. Oliver Mellers is the title character in what spicy novel that was banned for obscenity in 1929?
Spicy.
Well, this is Naaim's wheelhouse. Let's hear it.
Spicy novels?
Spicy
Turmeric.
novels. All the spices you own with turmeric. All right.
Sporty,
turmeric
baby,
in South
ginger,
Asian cooking.
posh.
yeah.
I'll bet anyone in
Sporty.
dollar that it's something mentioned in Tom Lehrer's song Smut. Smut
Well,
Give
let's
me
hear it.
smut and nothing but a dirty novel I can't shut. If it's uncut and unsubtle. I've never quibbled. If it were ribbled, I have devoured where others. Anyway, he mentions Lady Chatterley's Lover and Fanny Hill. Yeah, and other stuff that was.
I mean,
getting
Lady
banned in
Chatterley's
the
Letter could
60s.
make sense, right? Oliver Mellow's being the said title character, the lover in question.
It sure could.
I listened to Lady Chatterley's Lover as an audiobook. It was spicy. And it is the spicy novel that gets asked about the most frequently. It was a long time ago, so I don't remember the characters' names, but I feel confident about it.
Is that timing right? 1929?
Yeah.
All right.
I do want to steal the great joke from the chat that Tinbeck said Dune. As we know, the spice must flow.
Yeah.
The worm is the spice is the worm.
Yes, they cut out House Mellors.
House Mellors from the movie. David Lynch was like, you know what? This isn't gonna work.
Yeah. This House Mellors isn't very good. Yeah. House Shatterley, nah, they're not part of the politics.
Dude,
here.
it's called melange, not menage.
No. Wow, this is the spicy Lea episode, I think. All right.
Well,
Nicole, I'm presuming you've neither read nor watched Dune.
Not a fucking clue, man.
What about Lady Chatterley's Lover?
Yes, I told you I listened to that.
Just listen to the
No,
audio.
I know one thing about Dune. No, I know two things about Dune.
Okay.
One,
All right.
this weird dude in my middle school who I kind of thought was cute, but like in a nerd way, used to read it a lot behind me in math class. And the second thing I know is
Just over and over again.
Yeah, that's not really.
Well, it's a long book. It seemed like he was reading it.
Well, and then, hold on. This is a series. He could have been reading the 5 books in the series.
It's a long book, and then 6 books in the original series, and then about a bajillion in the rest of it. So
And I'd like
Nicole,
I'd like to object to that.
I want to hear the
being-
second half of Nicole's
Yeah,
sentence.
but I object to that being Nicole knows something about. No, you had an experience.
An experience involving Dune.
Reading
Okay.
it near you.
And only passingly related to Dune.
Second thing.
Timothy Chalamet.
Timmy Turner Creme Brulee, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the original had Kyle MacLachlan, Sting, original, the David Lynch one, and is Patrick Stewart in that?
Patrick Stewart
Yes,
was
he
in
is.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, is the other thing I know about Dune is Timothy Chalamet?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I mean, listen, he's the Kwisatz Haderach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, what is your answer?
Lady Chatterley's Lover.
I've got a hobby.
It is Lady
Lady
Chatterley's
Chatterley.
Lover.
Might not know about Dune, but it wasn't the answer. So
That's true.
Hey everyone, we had a question about spicy books, and no one said 50 Shades of Grey. Thank you.
although in the
Thank you.
chat we did
Somebody
get
did.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
who ruined
with
it?
Oliver Twist.
We
Oh,
did.
it was us. We ruined
It
it.
was us.
Oh, shot ourselves in the foot. Never
Mm.
mind.
Can we get away from spicy novels? Please don't ask a question about Dune, AJ.
All right, let me skip forward. No.
To the Dune
Your
question.
next question. Superman Returns starred Parker Posey as Kitty Kowalski, assistant to what also alliterative guy.
Alliterative guy.
The entire Superman universe is alliterative, so that
Yeah, so that doesn't.
barely narrows it down.
No, I didn't even. But then I started thinking Lois Lane, Clark Kent, Lex Luthor. It's like, oh, Martian
Mhm.
Manhunter. Oh, it is every character. It's not Jimmy Olsen.
Not
That's
Jimmy
what we
Olsen,
know.
not Perry White.
Yeah, not
See,
Jimmy
we
Olsen or
can't
Perry White.
we
Although
can
Lana
leave some people
Lang-
out.
Yeah, Lana Lang too.
I forgot that Parker Posey was in this movie. I do remember Cal Penn was in this movie, but all of his scenes got cut. So he's like he's like you can, if you watch the movie, he's just there a couple of times like in the background because they cut out all the times that he talked.
Oh, that is sad.
He still got
Aw.
paid, but yeah.
I actually really liked this version because Superman Returns. That's with Brandon Ruth as
This was Brandon Routh, yeah.
Superman.
Ralph,
Brandon
yeah.
Ralph, sorry.
And Kate Bosworth as Lois Lane.
Well, that knocks it out.
And the unfortunate
the guy from Sound of Music played Lex Luthor, right? Well, that's the whole. If oh, right now, I've ruined the show.
I don't get the bit, but sure.
No, because he was in the Color of Money, not the Color of Money. The thing about the kidnapping.
Yeah.
They took out Kevin Spacey and put in that dude who was
Christopher Plummer.
Christopher Plummer.
Oh, the old dude.
I see the switcheroo that you made. Got it. Okay. Yeah. All the Money in the World is the name of the movie that we're talking about. Yes. Cool.
Yeah, Christopher Plummer replaced digitally or Kevin Spacey, who Kevin Spacey was in Superman Returns. And you know what? Besides him being a piece of shit, he was the weakest part of the whole movie, I think. I thought he was pretty good in that movie. It was a disaster, according to me, but that's just me. But I believe that's the answer. I also believe that's the answer. Lex Luthor is Lex Luthor's assistant. I think.
Well,
she sounds evil.
Yeah, it does say alliterative guy, so that
Alexander Luthor
narrows it down from anyone who's not a guy. So
is that when he's in trouble? His mom says Alexander
Luthor. I don't know why I went British. His dad's name is Lionel, also alliterative.
Yeah.
Are we comfortable with that answer, Naaim?
Yes.
Okay. That guy.
Lex Luthor?
That guy. Yes, it is Lex Luthor.
Hooray. I think we did 5 whole questions, which means it's time for our first ad break. So we'll see you back here in a few.
One thing I did want to point out before we go to our break is Eric Keel in our editorial department, if nobody noticed, all of the answers in this round began with the letter L.
In honor of LSD Day.
And on that note, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Technically Correct, and specifically to our second round, Technically Incorrect. First, though, remember that you can check out Geeks Who Drink pub quizzes in bars across America just about every night and get a quick hit of trivia on YouTube every weekday around lunchtime. Make sure you subscribe to this channel before you go so you don't miss anything. We also have a whole quiz on Twitch every Monday night, and you can even book us, that's right, us, all of us, to do a private quiz virtually or in person. For details on that stuff, bookmark geekswhodrink.com and follow us on the socials, as the kids might say. Right, Naaim?
Absolutely.
Now, for Technically Incorrect. In this round, the panel will still have 2 minutes to answer each question, but there's no more teamwork. It's everyone out for themselves. That means we'll be actively trying to psych each other out, and you should be too. Put your most plausible wrong answers in the chat, and we'll throw them into the mix. At the end of the timer, we'll all write down our answers and show them to see who's right, by which I mean we panelists will do that. You, audience, get to be wrong in private. AJ, start us off.
Our first question for Technically Incorrect. Walking home at the end of It Was a Good Day, Ice Cube says folks are blowing up what device?
Bridges. Just walking home, just demoing bridges all through California.
For real?
Yeah, that's. I know. None of you listen to rap, but I do fully. And that's how that song ends.
Pio, our senior rap correspondent.
Thank you. Yeah, not to be confused with any other artist. Ice-T, but Ice Cube. Yes, the song ends with massive infrastructure destruction across California.
So is Jiffy Pop a device? You know, the Jiffy Pop.
Yeah, that's call that a device.
I'd call that a device.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. Bridges detonated, then popcorn. It's popcorn time.
You're supposed to watch detonations without the popcorn.
You hold the popcorn over the detonation and it pops the corn.
Yeah, that's just efficient. Am I right?
You get two things done at once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But in the chat, people are doing what I was thinking of, which is like, what are all the things in the thing? And I was like, he does see the Goodyear blimp.
He does. He fucks around and gets a triple double.
Yeah.
The Raiders win.
That's a sandwich, right? Just to be clear, I never understood the triple double is a sandwich, right?
Basketball.
It's a basketball term. I'm not sure if you're actually asking this question.
Or am I?
I can't tell. Now you're psyching me out on this. It's not even the question.
I'm in your head. Question one. I'm deep inside your subconscious, Naaim.
So he didn't have to use his AK.
Mm-hmm.
Always a plus.
Yeah, that is a good day. The cops didn't harass him.
Which is weird because he had a whole song about how much he hates the police.
Yeah.
But what was blowing up, Nicole? This seems like a
just process of elimination.
Yeah. What else is
he was that's just another way of saying shaking the Polaroid. He was shaking it was blowing up his Polaroid photos large.
I don't know. I feel embarrassed, but put him up.
You know.
Pager is two-way.
It's two-way.
Is that not what they say in the song? It's two-way pager.
Pager or beeper is the correct answer. I guess we're going to give Naaim a pity point for tonight, and everybody but Lea gets points for the first question.
I don't know about that.
Should listen to music sometimes, huh? Would help.
Next time I'll put pager in parentheses.
Halfway home and my pager's still blowing up. There's nothing about two-way. And he didn't have to use his AK.
Lea, you really should study It's a Good Day because it comes up kind of a lot.
Also, I'm sure there's an article somewhere that tells you exactly what day the good day was because
it's like April 10th, 1992 or something. Like somebody figured it out.
Because the Lakers beat the Supersonics and like that makes it very specific.
Yeah.
Oh,
also,
it takes
like it
place
had to
in the
be
90s. Okay, then pager makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah, it had to be a clear day. Also, like AK-47s had to exist. You know, it's LA because there was the Goodyear blimp. Like, there's lots of context clues.
Oh, wow. Our producer just pulled the lyrics for the song. No mention of two-way. Naaim, you lose your point.
I'm taking the L. That's fine. It's fully reasonable.
Woo!
Oh, we
Sorry,
move on to the
Naaim.
next question.
Overthought it.
I psyched him out so much he was in the wrong song, the wrong Ice Cube song.
Well, this is one that's probably in Pio's wheelhouse.
Oh,
What
shit.
geographic expression for a short period of time was also an enthralling Olsen twins film?
All right, wait, hold on, pause the time. How is this my wheelhouse? Like what?
I think I believe that AJ was doing what you may call a joke.
Okay. And I was like, is it something about the Olsen twins or being short? Or like, oh, Pio loves geography. Anyway, I'm sorry. The Olsen twins made films? I didn't even
Oh, yes, they were
Yes.
direct to VHS. So earlier, Naaim was talking about how he is the same age as Selena Gomez, but I am the same age as Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. So I had the complete VHS collection. That doesn't help.
So you're familiar with their entire filmography, so you're good on this.
I can't name one of those things. Oh, I do. They had a song called "I Am the Cute One. She's Just My Sister." I remember that.
That's kind of
Was it-
cute.
That's
One
awkward.
about like a
That is kinda
billboard.
cute.
I find that very awkward.
So this is
Well,
another
they're not
one.
identical. They're fraternal twins.
Are they?
No,
Yeah.
they're not.
I feel like I've heard that before.
They're
look
absolutely
exactly the
fraternal
same.
twins. They're absolutely
They do
fraternal
look.
twins. This
They
is a fact.
do look the same, but they
Mary Kate looks more like Elizabeth than she does like Ashley.
So I think this is another question that could be answered by Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop,
We'll
the movie.
see if the rest of them do.
This is actually a callback, and it is in reference to Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen being in a straight-to-video version of Lady Shirley's Lover, which is a term for just a short period of time. So yeah. No, it's
That seems awkward. I don't.
that is that.
I don't want that.
I don't think there's anything unawkward about Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, right? Like it's just awkward.
Aren't they both
Dark-
successful entrepreneurs now?
Yeah, they
They're
are.
like fashion designers. of
Yeah,
some
I think
sort.
Mary Kate's a fashion. I don't know if Ashley is, but I think Mary Kate's a fashion designer.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah. Well, stick them up.
As Don
Still
Henley
have no
said,
idea. Oh, okay.
Is it
Yeah, that
New
makes
York
so
Minute?
much more sense.
Ooh.
It is New York Minute. Does anybody know who played their dad in the film?
AJ played it.
oh, it was Dr. Drew.
It was Dr. Drew Pinsky.
No.
Wow.
See, awkwardness.
I
It's
saw
just-
this. I think I might have seen this on Learned League, actually. I saw this recently.
It's a fun fact.
Mm.
All right. Let's get another question.
Your next question. The Lucky Charms rip-off Marshmallow Mateys had cereal pieces shaped like what heavy objects?
Well, who sold this cereal?
Before they got sued.
Is this like Sam's Club version of the cereal? I don't
Okay. If I was gonna make a pirate cereal,
know. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
Who
heavy
says it's
objects.
pirates?
Yeah.
Oh,
These could be.
I call all my friends mateys.
could be Australian or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Good day, mate. Have some cereal. Those heavy objects are an animal in Australia that'll kill you in 2 seconds. I lost it.
You really like.
I lost it.
In the beginning, I was like, it's
I
not
had
very
it,
good, but
and
like I
then
can
lost
understand it.
Right.
At the end, it was like it was gone.
I lost it. I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be on these shows. I just write code. Anyway,
Is it the parrot?
heavy
Well, it could
parent.
like heavy spiritually, you know?
Yeah, like heavy.
Yeah.
well, it could be the buried treasure because
Could be.
you know the heavy it's the better the heavier it is the better it is. That's what I was trying to get out.
Right. I mean, there are a lot of heavy objects in regards to piracy. I know the answer to this one, so I'm just going to list them all out.
You know
And
what?
and
What if
one
it's
of them-
just cannonballs and they just gave you
Yeah.
like it's just circular cereal?
You got
and they just
that's
were like,
kicks. That's
it's
kicks.
cannonball shape.
You
It's
got
kicks.
cannonballs. You got
Kicks.
anchors.
It's just kicks. Yeah. They
You got gold coins.
They
You
just
got-
put
Marketing.
marshmallows in kicks and we're like, yeah, it's the cannonballs.
You know, I would eat. Honestly, I would eat that. I would definitely eat that. Is the
It's
thing.
a cement shoe.
Yeah. No, that's the mafia, not pirates.
This is a
Potato,
But we
mafia
didn't
cereal.
determine that it's pirates. It
Yeah,
could just be
the-
mafia people who call
Hey,
each other
matey, I'm gonna put you in cement shoes.
Yeah. Matey, pass the
And
gabagool.
then they walk
Pass
the
the
plank.
gabagool.
See, they're not that much different.
We're dangerously close to talking like a pirate. So we got to get out of
I
this.
missed that day.
Mafia pirates. I would watch that too.
Anchors all around. That's points for everybody.
Ahoy.
You know, I actually had Hook until Pio said anchor, and I was like, that is a heavy object.
Is Mafia Pirates just a crossover between the movie Black Mass and the movie Pirates of the Caribbean, and just the Johnny Depp? It's just Whitey Bulger in Pirates of the Caribbean.
If it isn't already, it should be now.
Before we start talking about pirates, AJ, what's the next question?
Your next question, Nicole. Roy Lichtenstein's most famous painting shows a jet blowing up next to what onomatopoeia?
P-pop.
Jiffy Pop. Listen, at one point it's going to be the right answer.
Maybe not tonight, but someday it will be. It is still onomatopoeia.
It is.
Pop part anyway. So
I honestly don't really know this one, but Liechtenstein is like the dots.
he's a
Yes.
pop artist.
Hey,
Hey.
but did he get his paintings done in a jiffy?
We'd have to ask him.
Our producer says, what's an onomatopoeia? So
Why are they asking us questions? That's not how this is supposed to work.
not everybody knows what an onomatopoeia is.
We're being audience friendly now
Yeah,
because we like our
I can't
audience.
define it because I'm a linguist. It's like a sound. It's like a word that like sounds like the thing that's the sound. So like crash, bang, splash, pop. Yeah.
And to be clear, this has nothing to do with the small European nation, correct? Of Liechtenstein.
I mean, it might. Who knows?
I don't know.
There's only like 10 people there, so it's possible somebody's related to him.
If I recall, you can actually rent the entire country of Liechtenstein. Like that's actually a thing that you could do. It's expensive, but you can do
Like
it.
for party night.
Yeah, exactly. Like
we should have QMCon there next year.
Liechtenstein.
Just rent out
Oh,
Liechtenstein.
you got Liechtenstein money?
Yeah, because quasi-pandemic, the company's really rolling in enough money to rent a small European nation.
You know, $70K a night, not that bad, according to our producer. We could pull together $70K a night, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Just open up
That's
the
just,
Geeks
you
Who
know,
Drink Venmo.
Yeah.
If anyone in the audience tonight wishes to donate to Geeks Who Drink, so we could rent the country of Liechtenstein for our company party, please check the chat for our PayPal address. Thank you.
We will put on a good show for you live from Liechtenstein.
Live Geeks Who Drink live from Liechtenstein.
Live from Liechtenstein.
I love it.
What is
All
that
right.
onomatopoeia, panelists?
Yeah, I almost forgot to put one
Oh.
down.
Boom, boom, bam, wham! That is a point for Mr. Pio with the correct answer of wham.
Wham!
That sounded like a old Batman episode right there. Boom, boom, bam, wham.
Wham.
Wake me up
Before you go. That's exactly where I was.
Wham.
AJ, do we got one question remaining?
One more question to go.
Oh my goodness. Time
Our
flies, y'all.
final question of the evening. It's a trick question alert. Buffalo, New York's minor league baseball team is named for what animal?
Oh, it's a baseball question.
I'm having
Naaim,
trouble
let's
with
hear
this.
it. Oh.
Well, so now the actual the major league baseball team that played in Buffalo for much of this year was the Toronto Blue Jays. So I think it might just be the Buffalo Blue Jays.
So minor league teams usually often get amusing or punny or really adorable names. So I'm going to go with the chickens, and here's why. Because of buffalo wings.
That's this
So
all it all makes sense to me.
So if I had a minor league baseball team in Buffalo, I would name them the wings, the chickens, or the chickens.
The wings.
Yeah, or
the
roosters.
Buffalo Wings is not a bad
Buffalo-
name for a minor league baseball
No, it's
team.
not, it's not either, but it's not an animal, unfortunately.
All right.
Just
I like
embodied
in the-
wings.
I like in the chat pointing out, like, is it a trick question or a trick question? Because it's like, is the answer buffalo? And like that's the trick.
The
the team's actually called the Buffalo.
Oh, thanks for bringing up Buffalo. No
No
Which is
problem.
a whole sentence.
Full
Yes.
sentence. It's the best.
Stick around after the show for Nicole to explain all of that.
It's really easy because buffalo is an adjective and a noun and a verb.
Yeah.
So you could just go on forever like that in English.
Or if you're a fan of the Incredible Hulk, Ruffalo.
I do like Mark Ruffalo.
But could we combine them so that there are some Ruffalos, in the buffalo herd?
A Ruffalo buffalo.
Well, if he's
Buffalo, Ruffalo. I think that actually
because
works.
I'm aware of that sentence, but I don't know what the order is, so I don't know.
so it's adjective, noun, verb, right? So
Okay.
it could be Ruffalo, buffalo, Ruffalo,
Okay.
buffalo.
No, Ruffalo's a noun, so it'd be Buffalo.
No, but it could be his buffalo.
Oh, Ruffalo. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Cool, that makes sense. Yeah.
So is the baseball team the Ruffalos? I'm lost now.
I don't know.
Buffalo ducks. And that's a point each for Naaim and Lea with bison.
What's the difference between a bison and a buffalo?
A buffalo is actually like a water buffalo. A bison is the American breed.
I'm
Species.
pretty picky.
If the Blue
It's-
Jays hadn't been so good this year, I would have made
it's-
some great jokes about the Blue Jays being a minor league team. But
It's not actually picky. It's it's like the difference between a possum and an opossum, where what we call there are opossums in North America, but we call them possums anyway, even though only possums only live in Australia. So
Oh.
they're two different animals, but the name for one has sort of become the name for the other. And unsurprisingly, it's usually the Americans appropriating the names for somebody else's animal.
Story checks out.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the questions we have for this week. And yeah, we do have one thing for you to vote on. The winner of our show. AJ will pop up a poll and you can choose the panelist who you thought did the best job tonight by whatever criteria you like. Before then, there is at least one quantifiable measurement available to us. AJ, who scored the highest during the technically incorrect round?
Scoring the highest during tonight's technically incorrect and unable to beat Derek's winning streak, it's Jon Pio with 4 correct answers.
Yay!
Yay! I never won a thing.
Oh, well, you won tonight, but AJ had to very rudely point out that you were in the shadow of Derek.
Yeah,
Why you gotta do him like that?
that's rude.
All right, audience, you can choose a winner however you like. Either way, we're gonna find out who's right after one teeny tiny break. See you in a few. Okay, audience, remember the fun doesn't stop when we reveal our winner. You can see everything else we're up to at geekswhodrink.com and or by following us on the socials if they're working. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Like and subscribe. You know what to do. Without further ado, AJ, who is our winner?
Our winner tonight, with a total 37% of the vote, is you, Nicole.
I think last time I was on, Nicole voted for me, and that caused me to win, and I returned the favor this week. So,
oh, thanks. We're just sharing our.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
a symbiotic relationship.
There we go. Everybody gets a trophy eventually. Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate your votes. A proper hello and goodbye to Pio's mom.
Bye, Pio's mom.
Everybody else, thanks for watching as always. Make sure you come back next week to find out if I'm still technically correct.
Technically correct, together forever. Technically correct, technically correct, birds of a feather, and I got a new obsession. Technically correct with you.
Technically Correct was filmed in front of a live internet audience.